Oh, hey, how's it going, Magpies? I was just playing on my Nintendo Switch. Speaking of Nintendo Switch, today's video just so happens to be linked with the Nintendo Switch because today is a very opinionated video. So before you start firing up your fingers to type your angry comments and how my list is wrong, today we're going to be going over my personal top 5 exclusives for the Nintendo Switch, alongside an honourable mention or two. Now, this list I did a while ago, so there has been new games that have come out since then, and I will make an updated version of the list if you want to see that, except some of the newer games I haven't had a chance to play yet, so I can't really include them because it wouldn't make much sense. But yeah, we're just going to jump right into some of my personal favourite games on the Switch as of yet, and yeah, let's go through this journey together and let me know what you think down in the comments.
Our first game on the list is none other than Splatoon 2. This third-person paintball shooter is set in a world where humanity has supposedly gone extinct, with the only creature that dominating the Earth is a strange humanoid squid-like creature that's only goal is to spread its paint all across the globe. Splatoon 2 has a great range of multiplayer modes and a great campaign mode, with a variety of interesting enemies to fight and a great range of weapons to spread your paint. It's also a great game to play with friends and one of the best shooters that the Switch has to offer. Grasping our number 4 spot in a somewhat controversial space is none other than Mario Odyssey. Another great example of how amazing the Mario games can be, taking aspects from previous games, yet creating quite a unique, fun experience. The graphics look amazing, and the gameplay is just as great. Mario Odyssey provides a large variety of amazing worlds to explore, with a lot of diverse mechanics allowing Mario to take control of regular NPCs and some of his most iconic enemies, including things like Bully Bill and even Bowser himself. Mario Odyssey is not only the newest, but maybe one of the best games in the Mario franchise. Racing in at our number 3 spot is Mario Kart 8. Now, although this could be considered a Wii U game since that was where it was originally released, since it's the only Mario Kart game on the Switch as of yet, I'm going to count it on my list, also because of the fact that I really enjoy the game and I think it's amazing. It is probably the perfect party racing game, and it's great to play with all your family and friends. It does include all the content from Mario Kart 8 on the Switch, including all the DLC, and you have all the characters automatically unlocked, so there's no need to grind through every Grand Prix. The gameplay is pretty quick and fluid, and it allows for hours upon hours of fun. Not only do you get Link and the villager from Animal Crossing included with your game straight away, it's also a Mario Kart game, so what else do I really need to say to sell this thing to you? If you haven't already, you should definitely go pick up Mario Kart 8, because it's pretty great. Fighting its way to our number 2 spot is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The game provides you with a variety of game modes, and if you're not satisfied with them, then why don't you just make your own? I happen to make this mode where the launch rate's doubled, and there's only a couple of items like the fake Smash Ball, and it's pretty funny. You can play as someone with a good launch rate like Link, or you could play as a heavy who probably also has a good launch rate, but is harder to take off the map. I wouldn't recommend Lucario. The game has a fair decent story mode when it comes to World of Light. Now, although it is nothing compared to Subspace Embassy, and I do get annoyed with the lack of cutscenes, I will admit World of Light is quite fun, and I guess it also provides Rayman with a cameo. Speaking of cameos, let's move on to the DLC characters. We all know about Banjo-Kazooie. They really weren't kidding when everyone is here. Although, personally, I'm not a fan of characters like Joker and Hero, I know that a lot of people are, and it shows that the developers really do care. I'm still holding on Master Chief and Waluigi though. I mean, I guess if Sans can, even though he may just be a meat fighter skin, if Sans can make it in, then, you know, there's still hope for Chief. The game also has a good amount of maps to fight on, and if you're not happy with them, then why don't you just make your own? really, the game is just pretty epic.
Oh, you're still with us? Okay, so we're about, I don't know, 4/5 through the video. Just want to quickly say a couple of things before we hit the honourable mentions and the top spot, the bit that you're all waiting for. If you're enjoying the video so far, why don't you just, leave a like? If you're new here, why don't you even subscribe? And if you're subscribing, or if you're already subscribed, hit that notification bell because it'll let you know about videos in the future. Although most of you probably don't care, but you should do it anyway because it really supports me. I know like every YouTuber says it, but that's because it's true and it does support people. It's a great thing that you can do. It makes me feel really good about myself when I earn a sub or my video gets a couple of likes. So you should definitely do that. Anyway, I'll stop wasting your time. Let's get into those honourable mentions so we can get to that top spot.
Our first honourable mention is Mario Tennis Aces. Our second honourable mention is Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. And finally, the moment has come to talk about our number one spot, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. There's a reason this game got Game of the Year back in 2017, and I've been hinting towards it in both parts 3 and 2. The game is visually breathtaking. I mean, I could quote Keanu Reeves. I have loved every second of this game, and although it came out in 2017, I actually didn't get around to playing it until earlier this year, thanks to Super Smash Bros. But since then, it's genuinely changed my perspective on a lot of games. I enjoyed it so much. It is probably one of my favourite games of all time now. And it is definitely my favourite Legend of Zelda game. I mean, because of this one, I started to play some of the others, but it's definitely still my top. Now, although you don't experience a lot of the game's story through gameplay, you experience it through memories, and although this is the case and a lot of people aren't very happy with it, I really enjoyed it, and some of the memories genuinely gave me goosebumps because of how entertaining it was to experience the story of how Hyrule was left in ruins. The game provides with hours upon hours of fun. Although if you want to experience it, just don't rush to the end boss, which the game allows you to do. There is no hand-holding here. In fact, the tutorial doesn't even feel like a tutorial. The Great Plateau is just an area where you can experience all the gameplay mechanics. You can't leave into the outer world without the use of a glider, which you get from completing the first 4 shrines. I'm not going to delve into too much of what you've got to do. Chances are most of you have already played this game. If you haven't, then you really should. What have you been doing with your life? The game is seriously one of the best, probably the current best that the Switch has to offer. It really shows the power of the console and what Nintendo are capable of. I am so glad I got the chance to play it, and if you guys do, you'll be glad too. But anyway, folks, that's all I've got time for today. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new here. I definitely will make a list like this in the future about the Switch exclusives once I actually own a few more of them, because it'll be a bit more of a fair list, although it'll definitely be harder for me to make. But if you want to see that, then let me know down in the comments. If there's any consoles you'd like me to make a list on, then also let me know down below. I will be doing more stuff like this in the future, but if you do want another one, then go check out the Xbox one I made the other day. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Anyway, I'll chat to you later, I guess, in my next video, but until then, I will catch you in the next time.